Hey there, welcome back. I hope everybody's doing good out there today. Today I'm doing a patron shout out request for Daniel Martin. Daniel's been an amazing supporter of mine. I really appreciate all the support you've given me. It really does mean everything. I love the bands that you've introduced me to, which I'm going to be doing another song from one of those bands today. And he didn't say, but the choice of this song actually makes sense for what's going on right now with us having just lost Ozzy. So today I'm going to be doing his suggestion of motionless or motion device. Motionless. For some reason, Motionless in White jumped in my head, which isn't the right band. Motion Device, which of course is no longer active. They are now called Quarter After Three. But at the time, they were Motion Device, and this is their cover of Children of the Grave from Black Sabbath. Of course, we all miss Ozzy now that he's gone, and some of the tributes I've seen have been insane. They're so good. Seeing what they're doing with the memorials and everything, it's really touching, and how much Ozzy meant to everybody. And I'm really excited to do this. Children of the Grave, of course, I know the song. Not like, daily listen to, but I definitely know the song. And I'm really excited for it. I love Motion Device. I had found them years and years ago. Didn't listen to them a ton, but I remember seeing them. And then when Daniel started requesting Quarter After Three and letting me know, oh, this was Motion Device. This is just three of them now, though. The two sisters and the brother. But this will be Motion Device, which has Sarah, Andrea, and David, as well as their cousin Josh and family friend Alex, are the other two members. But I'm really excited for this because these guys were insane back when they were kids doing these covers. Really excited to see this one. So Daniel, thank you so much for your support. Again, it means everything. Let me go ahead and switch on over. And here we go with my Patreon shout-out request for Daniel Martin of Motion Device with Black Sabbath's Children of the Grave. I think this was originally done about 14 years ago. God, look how young they are. Sarah was already an absolute rock star back then. I'm questioning my 14 years. Is it? No, she was 4. That's where the 14 came from. Sarah was 14 when this was done, and I think this is the original release date, the 2016. So that. I knew the number 14 was there somewhere. Sarah was 14, which means Andrea, I think, is slightly older, and then David, of course, is the oldest of the three siblings. But anyways, as I was watching, I'm like, I don't think 14, because they're not very old right now, so it couldn't have been 14 years ago. But she was 14 years old when they did this. she's just an absolute born rock star. They're all great. I love this. Andrea's bass is always so thick. This is such a recognizable bass line, so you can't mess it up. It has to be right. And Andrea's absolutely killing it. David on the drums is absolutely great. And then the cousin, I'm not sure which is which one's their cousin Josh and which one's the friend Alex, but the guitar sounds great. This is a cool song. I mean, it's an amazing song, and they're doing a very good job with it. So this is really cool. That riff is just so iconic. Great timing between all four of them. That was really impressive because you had both guitars, the bass, and the drums doing the exact same rhythm over and over again, and they kept it right on beat, right with each other. Very, very cool. That was really cool, and the slowdown at the end. Great transfer back to the main riff. That was cool. The way they were synced, then they were unsynced, and it was very much on purpose. And then they sync back up, and then they come back apart and play a little bit different stuff. But the beginning of that solo gave it it sounded like there was reverb on, and there wasn't. It was the delay between the two guitarists doing what they were doing. And again, that was very much on purpose. Very, very cool sound. That was really cool. I'm going to go back to that. That was, I was digging the way that was the reverb effect without actually having reverb on the guitar. You're able to do that since they have two guitars doing the same solo. Very, very cool. Let me know who the Richard Couture is. Uh-oh. That's funny. Very, very cool. Yeah, right here. I wish they'd put their next video up here. Ozzy, Tony, Geezer, Bill, absolute legends. We've lost one. Hopefully, it's years and years before we lose another one. But they were the beginning. They were the beginning of the music I love. I love heavy metal music, and they're the ones. Okay, so that was a I can't talk. A Patreon shout out request for Daniel Martin of Motion Device. Again, they're currently quarter to 3. With Black Sabbath's Children of the Grave. Fantastic version of it. I loved what they were doing with the guitars, since they were able to play a little bit with the fact that they were using 2 guitars instead of just Tony, single guitar. Sarah's vocals, absolutely fire. Andrea is an insane bass player. A lot of her newer stuff, she's playing more keyboards than bass, but she's a fantastic bass player. And then David on drums, killing it, as always. He's such a good drummer. And he's only matured from there. What he does now is just crazy. But back then, he was already a really great drummer. That was fantastic. Really, really enjoyed that. God, so good. Daniel, thank you so much for your support. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you for bringing more from these guys to my channel. Really enjoyed this. If you guys like the video, give it a like, comment, subscribe, and notification bell. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you next time.